All right, we're looking at the R.6B video. Here we're going to graph the rational functions. Now remember that the rational functions that we're looking to graph are all in the form of a over x minus h plus k, right? And now we know how to find the vertical asymptote and the horizontal asymptote. So now I'm going to write down the steps and we're going to graph these things. So the first thing we're going to do, so steps to graph. All right, the first thing we want to do is we're going to find the vertical asymptote. And we're going to draw our dotted line. So draw our dotted line. Step 2 is we're going to find the horizontal asymptote. And what do you bet we draw that dotted line? Step 3, we are going to use A to determine the shape. And step 4, we're going to simply graph. Okay? So, let's do an example. Actually, I want to write this out here. Because we know how to find the vertical, we know how to find the horizontal. What does this A mean? What does this A mean? So let's take a look. If I have some graph, and I'm going to be really sloppy with this, but let's say that we have found our vertical, horizontal asymptotes. Now, if A is positive, so if A is positive, we're going to go top right and bottom left where the asymptotes meet. Okay? And if A is negative, then we're going to go, so let me draw my x and my y. So here's x, here's y. Vertical asymptote, horizontal asymptote. If A is negative, we're going to go top left and bottom right. All right, so let's just review real quick. If A is positive, we're going to go top left, top right, bottom left. And if A is negative, we're going to go top left, bottom right, from where the asymptotes meet. Okay? All right, so now let's do an example here. And I'm going to get just because I like to be neat sometimes, every once in a while, I like to be neat here. Okay. So the example that they're going to give us says f of x equals 2 over x minus 1 plus 3. All right? All right, so as we saw in the last video, the vertical asymptote, I'm going to set x minus 1 equal to 0, so x minus 1 equals 0, plus 1, so x equals 1. My vertical asymptote is x equals 1. My horizontal asymptote, it's a 3, so I get y equals 3. So when I go to graph this, I want to put a dotted line on x equals 1. Well, here's x equals 1, and this one's vertical, so I get a vertical dotted line at x equals 1. All right, let me know about it. horizontal left and right at y equals 3. 1, 2, 3. So I get a horizontal line there. Now the A value is positive, so A is positive. Since A is positive, then we're going to go on the top right side and bottom left side. And we've graphed it. Let's try another one. I know, that seems too easy, Mr. Stevens. You're welcome. Let's try one more. And I'm going to show you where the trick comes in. Yes. All right, so another example here. What if we had f of x equals negative 4 over x plus 2 plus 2. All right? So the first thing, again, all what we want to do is we're going to take the denominator, say x plus 2 equals 0, minus 2, minus 2, x equals negative 2. Our vertical asymptote, x equals negative 2. I could draw that at negative 2, boom, 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 boom. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Right? My horizontal asymptote, I have a number out here, it's 2, so I get y equals 2, so I go to 2. All right. Now my A value, it looks like a positive 4, right? But that negative is out front. In this instance, A is negative 4, so A is negative. When A is negative, that means I'm going to be on the top left and the bottom right. So here, when I draw my graph, top left and bottom right.